I'm Erin. Welcome to yoga. And you are starting your practice today in an easy seat. So you can take the next few seconds to settle into that pose, get yourself comfortable, and then once you find that sweet spot, start to close down your eyes. Hands will come to rest on top of your knees. See if you can lengthen out at all through your spine. There might be a little shift back so you can really anchor down through your sits bones. Landing here, you'll start to breathe. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take a breath in and let the breath go. Inhale. On your next exhale, see if you can settle the shoulders. Right? Just noticing where tension tends to creep in your body. Maybe it is the shoulders, maybe it's that spot between your eyebrows, your jaw, your lower back. You're sending the breath to wherever that tension lives, starting to loosen it up, and you use that breath to slowly send it out of your body. In breath, loosen on the out breath. Inhale, find something to release on the exhale. And then on your next breath in, your arms will reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, land the hands at the heart. Breath in. Breath out, the hands will land. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, you'll land the hands back on top of the knees. You're taking some rounds of seated cat-cow. So on an inhale, roll the shoulders back. There's a pulling of the heart through your shoulders. Gaze might go up towards your ceiling. And then as you exhale, round through your spine. In breath, come forward into that seated cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine. Keep taking those rounds of cat-cows. Breath in, breath out. Inhale and exhale. Take your last round of seated cat-cows, breathing in. Exhale the breath. Come back to center. And then on an inhale, arms will reach up. Your exhale, you're twisting towards the right side of your room. One hand will land on top of your right knee, the other hand behind you. Gaze back over that right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. You'll come back through center, arms reach up. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Right hand on top of your left knee. Gaze back over your left shoulder. So round a breath in and a releasing of that out. Coming back to center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. You're coming into a seated forward fold. So hands come down so that you can extend both legs out long in front of you. You'll reach them up to the ceiling on an in-breath. As you take an exhale, start to hinge forward over your legs. You'll let your hands land wherever they land at first. Maybe on top of your shins, maybe on the ground, maybe they wrap around your feet. You let your body land and you find a release in this pose. With each breath, you're noticing where that tension is. For me, it's all up and down the backs of my legs. You're breathing into that space. And with each breath that you take, you create a little bit of space. Maybe at this point in your fold, you've started to notice some of that sensation shifting. And maybe you're actually able to walk the hands forward, get a little bit deeper in your fold. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Inhale, exhale. Start to walk your hands back to center. Legs can stay long in front of you. Find a nice long spine here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come into heart. You'll land the hands down by your hips. Slide your hips forward, and then you're releasing all the way down onto the ground. When you get there, left leg will go long. Pull your right knee into your chest. And then you're opening and closing your hip, letting the right leg fall down towards the ground, and then bringing it back to center. Your left hand might stay anchored on your left hip. And you match this movement to your breath. Inhale to pull to center. Exhale to let your knee fall open. In breath and out breath. Inhale and exhale. You'll bring this back to center, and then the right knee pulls up towards the right shoulder, and you're just making small circles here with the knee. In breath and out breath. Find stillness. You'll interlace your hands behind your knee, and you'll extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Once you do that, you'll inhale to point your toes, exhale to flex. Inhale to point, exhale to flex. Breath in, breath out. You have a few more rounds of breath, pointing and flexing. And then you'll start to gather your knee back up in your chest. Take this to a spinal twist. Cross the right knee over your body towards the left side of your space. Send your arms out like a T. Take a breath in and let the breath go. Inhale and exhale. You'll come back to center. Right knee pulls in, left knee pulls in. Let the right leg go long now so you can take this to the other side. Right hand on top of your right hip to anchor yourself down. And then there's that opening and closing of the left leg. Inhale to center, exhale to open. Matching that movement to your breath and taking your time with this. Breathe in, breathe out. Starting to bring that left leg back to center. You'll draw that left knee up towards your left shoulder. Make those small circles with the knee. Slowly, you're extending the left leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace the hands behind the knee. Start to take that point and flex of the foot. Inhale to point your toes. Exhale to flex. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. A few more moments here, matching that movement to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, you'll gather the left knee in your chest and then cross it over your body, landing to your spinal twist. Breath in, breath out. Inhale and exhale. You'll We'll bring this back to center, landing the left foot on your mat. The right foot will follow. Soles of the feet will come together as you land in your Supta Baddha Konasana, your butterfly pose. One hand lands on your lower belly, one hand over your heart, feeling that body-breath connection, the beating of your heart underneath your hand, the rise and fall of your belly underneath your other. You let those sensations anchor you here in this moment. There's that reminder that you're here, you're alive, and that all you're expected to do in this moment is breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. With each breath, you let your body relax deeper into the ground, letting it hold you and support you here. You're taking the work out of this pose. In breath, out breath. There's the option to stay here, or you might follow me for your final pose of class. Extend your right leg long, and then your left leg. Hands will come by your sides. You breathe in through your nose and release that breath out. Shavasana. Take a breath in and let the breath go. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, circling your wrists and your ankles to bring some awareness back into your body. You'll bend your knees, plant your feet down like bridge pose, and in your own time, roll over to your right side, using your arm as a pillow to support your head here. And you're finding a moment of stillness to ground down, to reflect on your practice, and to thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Using your hands, guide yourself up to a seated position. Eyes can be closed or you can find a soft gaze. Your hands will come to heart center. They'll rise to rest at your third eye. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you for practicing with me today. We bow.